It's Rashida. In this video, I'm going to give you another strategy for fluent reading. We're going to practice phrase chunking. I love the word chunking. Makes me think of chunky monkey. But this is going to help you read more fluently, be better at comprehension, and really better understand what you're reading. So, here we go. For the most part, when you read and you just read every word you see, that's word calling. You're not really reading for understanding when you're doing that. One of the ways that you can really read for understanding is chunking, grouping phrases together into meaningful scoops of words so that your reading can sound a lot more like you're having a conversation with a friend. Watch how I do it with this short story that I wrote. Here is a paragraph from a short story that I wrote called Shakira's Feast Day. Let's practice phrase chunking with the first two sentences of this paragraph. If you are just going to call the words that you see, word calling, you would read it like this. For most of this year, Shakira and her family had been living a new kind of life. It is a whole foods, plant-based life. Now, let's see how it sounds different when you chunk the phrases to make meaningful scoops of words. For most of this year, Shakira and her family had been living a new kind of life. It is a whole foods, plant-based life. Notice that chunks can overlap lines. Don't be afraid to chunk words that are on two different lines together to make a good, meaningful phrase. Now, let's see what you do with the next sentence. They started in February, a few days after her father went to the hospital with chest pains. How would you chunk this sentence? Okay, so you understand better how to do the chunking? Pause the video so that you can practice that next sentence. And then when you restart it, I'll show you how I would chunk that sentence. So here's how I would chunk that next sentence. They started in February. A few days after, her father went to the hospital with chest pains. Notice that one of my chunks was very easy for me to find because I finished a chunk where there was a comma. That's a good strategy, although it's not the only way. Just think about how it would sound really great if you were just telling this story to a friend or someone that you care a lot about. Practice on a reading worksheet that you have at home, something that you can write on, by putting slash marks between chunks of words that you can scoop into meaningful phrases to do this chunking thing really, really well. That's all for today. Parents and teachers and learning coaches, if you want the Shakira's Feast Day worksheet, click the link below. It'll take you to Teachers Pay Teachers, and you can download that and other free and paid resources that I've made for you. Happy reading!